morning. I think today's work is going to be a C++ program that return the average of two numbers. Sometimes it is very simple to make calculations if you understand your inputs and your outputs data. So if you want to make the average, that means we need to have the sum. Then we divide the number of inputs that we have. Okay, let's say we need to calculate the average of three numbers. So the average of three numbers, that means we need to have four inputs, three inputs and one output. That means four variables. So we shall include the directive iString. Okay. Then on the end we use the namespace using namespace standard. Then we create the main function. If you remember last time we saw that the compiler will start the execution from the main method. So we need to have variables, and those variables must have data types. Okay, so as long as you are making the average, that means you may have decimal numbers. So we shall use the float as data type. Let's say three numbers, number 1, number 2, number 3, and also the average, AVG. So we shall get the input. Okay, let's out. If you want to display something, you just use the cout. Okay, enter the value of the first number. So remember, the end of each statement we put a semicolon. Okay, then cin n1. I'm going to copy this from here. I paste Ctrl C, Ctrl V. That means now we are going for the second number. Then we change the variable to 2, and we shall do it for the last one. So we need to enter the third number. So at the end we shall make now the average. Remember, every single variable must be defined first. Okay, average equals to n1 plus n2 plus n3. Then we divide it by 3 because we have 3 inputs. Okay, so we shall receive the first value here, the second one, and the third one. So this one will calculate the sum and also the average at the same time. Okay, so we need to display now the value. So if you want to display, we just use cout. Okay, the average of three numbers then we put the insertion operators, then we just put the variable name avg. So this one will display the value, or will return the value of the average. So you remember that at the end of every statement we put a return 0 that tells the compiler that our program was executed successfully. Okay, so what we need to compile. Okay, these are three things. We have the compiler, we have to run, and the same we do it for both at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to click on compile and run. It's going to ask me to save first, so it is the average. Remember the data types are C++. Okay, then I save. There is a problem. IOStream. It is input output streaming. Okay, then I compile again and run. See how the average, we are missing quotations here. Okay, so you can see the errors, missing terminating quotation character. Okay, and they show me where the error is. Okay, on line 12. Okay, you can see. Now you can see there is no error. So let's put the numbers 6, then I put 5, then I put the last one, I put 4. So if you get the sum of these numbers, they're going to be 15. Okay, so if you divide by 3, the average is going to be 5. Okay, so the average of these three numbers is 5. Okay, you can see this is how you can make a program that calculates the average of two numbers. So thank you for watching. See you next time. Okay.